Hi guys, welcome back to Island Girl Recipes. Today's recipe is a Guyanese Plait Bread, which you can serve especially with Pepperpot. You can see my recipe above, or you can just have it by itself. So here we go. So the ingredients are really simple. We have some flour, water, salt, sugar, yeast, and lots of butter. To begin, we want to start with the sugar in a bowl. We're going to add some yeast and our warm water and just mix these together. This allows the yeast to activate, and to do that we're going to set it aside for a few minutes. So whilst the yeast is activating with the sugar, we're going to melt our butter, and then as soon as it's melted, just leave it aside to cool for a second. Now the yeast should be activated enough, so we're going to add our flour to the bowl along with our salt. Then we're going to add the melted butter. Now that all the ingredients are in a bowl, just mix this together and you're going to form a really nice, soft, elasticy dough. It will take a little bit of time, but just use your hands, and the more you knead it, the softer and bouncier it will become. Once the dough has come together, you can turn it out onto the side, flour the surface, and just give it a really good knead for about 10 to 15 minutes. So we've kneaded this for a while now. It's nice and smooth, a little bit bouncy. Just going to place this back in the bowl, cover it, and leave it to proof for an hour. This is proof for an hour. You can see that it's doubled in size. It's generated lots of air inside. So just gently remove the dough from the bowl and turn it out onto your work surface. Divide the dough into 3 equal pieces. Each of these pieces we want to shape into like a long log shape, because that's going to form our braid. To stretch out the pieces, we're just going to roll them, pull them apart slightly, and that just makes them longer and elasticy. So to form the plait or the braid, you just join all 3 pieces together at the top. Place the outside right over the middle piece, then place the left over the now middle piece, which was the right. And that's how you form the braid. Repeat that process until you get all the way to the end. Then just squeeze all 3 pieces together to seal the whole braid. Next, we just want to place this on an oiled baking tray. We're going to rub the outside of the braid. We're going to rub the outside of the dough with oil as well. And we're going to leave it to proof in another warm place for a further 30 minutes. By the time you're ready to bake it, it should have doubled in size again. So, as you can see here, this is doubled in size. And it's ready to go in the oven. This is going to bake for about an hour on 160. So here we have it, ours is ready. It's just come out of the oven, lovely and golden brown all over. So finally, we're just going to brush our bread with the remaining melted butter whilst it's still warm, because the butter can soak into the bread. And that's it. Once the butter has set on the outside, this is ready to serve. Just look at that. Lovely and crisp on the outside, super soft in the middle. And that's it. So like I said, you can serve this by itself or with Guyanese Pepperpot, which I also have a recipe for above. So until the next time guys, thank you for watching, and peace and love.